Cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños, cumpleaños, cumpleaños feliz.
Gotta make sure my shoes are not in the damn way. Sorry about that, everyone. I gotta move my shoes out the way. There we go. What was that sudden pause for? Oh, okay. This is going perfectly so far. Keep it up. Better than what I would have done. Well, this morning is off to a smashing start, as you can tell. Tomorrow, Michaela Carrozzo celebrates, you'll probably see it in the description. I'll probably mention it later in the video. She celebrates her birthday tomorrow, but I figured since the weather cleaned up its act a day early, I think let's record a birthday tribute for her, considering, you know, we've never done one for her before. So, therefore, my sister's going to be in town all week. We got Real and Need for Speed debuting sometime, you know, Wednesday and Thursday will be debuting, and then tomorrow we'll be doing our last ever Tim Duncan Can I Recreate episode for 2022. So it's gonna be a hell of a week when it comes to uploads. Friday the Firecracker 250 live stream, even though that was originally called Winn-Dixie 250 and I started watching. Saturday we're probably won't have an upload. Hopefully I can be able to spend time with my family and still watch the Firecracker 400 while doing so. And Saturday, Sunday depends on what my dad decides. We'll be doing Lyon County Fair Adventures episode 3, but today it's all about Michaela Carrozzo a day early. Oh, and I also wanted to warn y'all, like Ward Burton, that Michaela doesn't have TikTok, so therefore when I put this on my Mark Oliveira's on YT page, I won't be able to tag her, otherwise I would, considering she only has Instagram and doesn't use Twitter, and you shouldn't even use Instagram much anymore, and you know, her personal Facebook I think is gone. I looked everywhere, and it was still there. I would have had her under her married name Pistilli instead of her maiden name Carrozzo, you know, what she had on Livin, Vida Lab Rats, but it's her Kevin Harvick 29 tomorrow, so I did some digging around like Dick Trickle, and yep, that's how I found he was born the same year as... Was he born the same... No, wait. Time out. Actually, believe it or not, her birthday is actually today. What the fuck was I thinking? It's a Ricky Rudd 28, so she was born the same year as me, Haley Orantia from the Goldbergs, and I mean, she's just like, you know, an Anna Grace Barlow from the Big League. That means just like, you know, the three of us, that makes 4 of her in the Ricky Rudd year this year, 28 years of age, so this wasn't planned whatsoever. So I thought it was tomorrow, but Rafael Alejandro from Bunked is tomorrow. Okay, but tomorrow we're going to do a final 2022 episode of Tim Duncan Can I Recreate in the black outfit. So, oh yeah, and that reminds me, I got to text Daniel to, you know, see if he wants to do it. I got to text him sometime throughout the day. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow after school or whatever? But, yeah. It took me it took a double tick for me to realize it was her birthday today. Next year's her Kevin Harvick, my Kevin Harvick, and Haley, our auntie, is Anna Grace Barlow's Kevin Harvick years, since we were born in 1994. And the year after that, next 2 years after that, it's Jeff Green and Robbie Gordon years, the children's cars. But anyway, we're in for, since, the weather cleaned up, it's like the day early, we're gonna, do a little bonus YouTube video, which is today, Michaela Carrozzo's Ricky Rudd 28th birthday tribute. Now, out of all the Caitlyn clips I can find for Livin, Love You, Elaborates, I know there's a shitload out there, but sadly, only a few of them made it to YouTube. Only a few of them did, so I did the best I could. And today's just gonna be a little different. It's gonna be also wide open coverage, we're gonna when we make the move from here to the day program back to home, we're gonna do a little magic transition, and then the only commercial break, of course, that's not the point. It's not it being random Caitlyn clips is really not the point of being today's commercial break. It's going to be very limited. We're going to do this a little differently today. So when we get home, I'm going to do some commentary there, and then we'll go into commercial while I do the mini shorts off camera, and then we'll make the move outside when we come back. So if we're no walk-in TikTok today, we're going to surprise everyone. So therefore, I want to do this. I'm going to do something a little differently. That way, I can spice up the elements of the videos, so I'm not giving you all the same wages over and over again. But I'm thirsty. I'm going to go get some soda, and then we'll be eating lunch here before you know it. Alright, that TikTok was recorded after I ate because I didn't think of to record the meal, so therefore there's really not much else to do here today, so far. But if anything exciting happens, we'll break in and show it to you, but it's highly unlikely, so I'll see you all at home when we walk the neighborhood after we get through with the mini chores, so catch you all on the other side. And we made it home safe and sound, even though it was fucking delayed because of my ex-girlfriends, fellow roommates. Like, fuck them in the ass. I mean, makes me glad I'll be leaving that son of a bitch hellhole after this Friday. I mean, but at the same time, I didn't want to screw them, but giving them a kind of a proper but improper finale, last Friday, where we had a good day last Friday. We had a really, really good day last Friday, and it would have been a perfect finale, but then at the same time, it probably would have been an unexpected, improper one, because if I would have gone through with my plans of taking the week off due to my sister being here, and then all of a sudden we just bolt straight into ViaQuest, like, I don't want to screw them, but at the same time, I do not want to keep going to my ex-girlfriend's house and getting, PTSD from all the time she was a fucking nuisance, even though we're probably never going to, see any glimpses of her when we go there, but yeah, we were kind of late again. It is not the first time I've rode the steps of doom, and thankfully this week whole week will be my last. So therefore, but I do not want to be mean. I'm not being mean-spirited towards Triad or whatsoever. No, I mean, maybe a little bit when I say hellhole, but it doesn't mean they're bad people. It's a bad company. It's just that their schedule can be fucked at times. I'm not being mean-spirited to the company, or most of the people. I'm just being mean-spirited towards the scheduling, the poor scheduling, and my ex-girlfriend's roommates, and then their staff, and of course my ex-girlfriend herself, because fuck them all and everything they fucking stand for. Anyway, we're going to start the celebration for Michaela Carrozzo's Ricky Rudd 28th birthday over in Sandy Ridge outside, but before we do that, we're going to step into commercial break as part of the wide open coverage, do something a little different. Instead of doing commercials in between, the last work cutscene and then, the last work cutscene and the first cutscene back home. I figured I'd do something a little different by, doing the commercial while we're doing the mini chore. So that way I can just spice up the elements in order for me not to keep giving you guys the same wages over and over again, so it won't be tiresome for you guys. So I'm going to shave, do the mini chores, and then I'll meet you all outside where there won't be a walk-in TikTok just to surprise everyone. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back to Michaela Carrozzo's Ricky Rudd 28th birthday celebration right after this.
You okay?
I'm fine. Just not a big fan of crowds. When I worked at the Pretzel Hut, we had this big 3-for-1 sale. It was a madhouse, and the customers wouldn't leave me alone. They all wanted the last cinnamon pretzel, so I did what any sane person would do. I ate it. Then I sprayed everyone with hot butter and ran. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab a pretzel. Oh, hi.
Hi, Caitlin.
Can you leave? I want to hang with Adam.
Yeah, sure. Just wanted to say.
Now breathe.
Right. I'll go. Good luck with that.
I brought by movies. I hope you like documentaries about Polish nuns who paint with their toes.
Well, Caitlin, I wanted to ask you.
Yes! The answer is yes!
Look, I need to talk to you about why you ran out the other night. I think there was a misunderstanding about what you saw.
What are you talking about? I didn't see anything. I'm like totally blind without my glasses.
What?
Yeah, I wasn't wearing them because I was afraid if you saw me, you'd think I was a dork.
So why did you run out?
I got flustered when I heard your voice, just like this morning at school. But that won't happen anymore because I'm totally comfortable around you now. Love me!
Wait, are you kidding me? I missed the robot throwdown for this?
Lucky you, huh? Wow, you must be feeling the passion too. Your eyes are really red. What does that smell?
I was smoking a turkey.
Can you help me find my glasses?
Oops. Found them. Guess better go home and get some new ones.
Wait!
Out you go.
Just let me tell Adam!
Hey, Caitlin. Whoa, just want to talk so you don't have to freak out.
Freak out. I'm totally relaxed.
So, I was wondering if maybe you wanted to hang out sometime, and trust me, you don't have to say yes.
Yes!
You did just hear that last part, right?
Hey, why just hang out some of the time when we can hang out all the time? Starting tonight.
Oh, but I was gonna go to the Robot Throwdown finals.
Adam, there are 2 of us in this relationship now. It's not all about you. This is so exciting. Now I don't have to hide behind trees when I follow you home from school every day.
Back at Sandy Ridge, here we are in the great outdoors. We're basically 2 weeks away from, actually no, less than 2 weeks away from the end of season 2 of Fun in the Sun, which it's gonna come to an end on the 30th to the 31st. One of those 2 days, we're gonna be doing Real Life Need for Speed episode 3 and Hot Pursuit, and which, well, depends on if the weather cooperates, because if the weather doesn't cooperate either or, I'm canceling the damn thing, just for safety purposes, because there's no way we're gonna go racing on bikes on this oval out in the rain, unless we're like the professionals at Watkins Glen yesterday, who actually were brave enough to race in the rain, as long as there wasn't like a Coda 2020, oh, hey Dina, good, as long as it's not like a Coda 2021 incident where it's soaked. But like Watkins Glen yesterday, where it's like, you know, it wasn't soaked that they raced in, but it was like raced in like wet and damp, because soaked was way too much. If y'all remember that, you know, I'm not even going to bother sharing that race review because there really wasn't much to talk about in that one. That was like the week before I left to see my sister in South Carolina when she still lived there, before, you know, the Navy station Nathaniel into where they're at now in Virginia. So yeah, so there's really not much to talk about in that race review. Yeah, and Michaela Carrozzo's Ricky Rudd 28th, even though I thought A, it was tomorrow, and B, that it was going to be a Harvick 29. That's next year. He's going to be Harvick. Ricky Rudd this year. Just like me, Haley Orantia, Anna Grace Barlow. And who else did I name that was also born in 94? I don't fucking remember, but anyway. We're going to do some Real Life Need for Speed signups while we're doing this, whether it be on or off camera. First up, Sammy, you know, who said he wanted to be in lap knockout, so So the final decision will be coming today for the lab knockout episode. So let's get it. Okay, unfortunately he wasn't there, but he's at his practice. I think it's football practice, if I'm not mistaken. His mom gave me the loop, and I gave her all the scoop. So she's gonna tell him. And keep in mind, after we're done recording this tonight, before we, after we park the bus and before we, edit and upload this, we're gonna change out of this and put on our Ty Dillon stuff, and we're gonna do a photo shoot. We're gonna run in the house, draw on our Ty Dillon hat and shirt, 42, not 13. Grab our green and checker flag, get the bike out, and we're gonna have someone snap our photo. Oh my God, this is gonna be the best way to end season 2 of Fun in the Sun. This just goes to show you some of my real life friends were right. Like during the tail end of season 1 Winter Wonderland and the middle of season 1 of Spring is in the Air, that summer 2022 was gonna be way better than 2021. And guess what? They fucking nailed it. This summer fucking delivered. I'm actually I get it. We say this every year, but I'm actually more sad that this summer's ending more than, pretty soon, more than last summer ended. Hell, I'm going to be more sad. I'm more sad than any other year summer ended when I was growing up, a kid and a teen on Lenore and Sandhurst. Oh yeah, and you thought it was sad when we had the last warm day last year, November 8th. Well, whenever that last warm day is this year, well, yeah, I forgot. 2020, during our last YouTube break, we just got a last warm day. Not a last nice day, none of that. We just got a last warm day and was cold straight on from then and out until we got that early summer weather, April 2021. Last year we got 2 final warm days and then got a last nice day in general. So whatever we get this year, you think the last, whatever finale we had last year was sad? Trust me, you haven't seen nothing yet until we haven't even got to that point this year yet. And this year I feel like it's going to be way sadder than the one last year, whatever we get this year. Whether it's a warm weather finale and done, or a nice weather finale and done. I don't know who that is, but we'll just have to wait and see what, the weather gods are going to give us. All right, as for the 2022 finale of Tim Duncan, Can I Recreate? We've done 2 2004 reenactments. Now we're moving on to a 2003 reenactment. We had 1 2004 in the playoffs, 1 2004 in the regular season. This 03 reenactment is going to be from the playoffs. So, therefore, I went to dance. Well, first off, I wished Heather a happy birthday since it was yesterday, but, it was shitty-ass weather yesterday, so I went to the door and wished her happy. I actually didn't get a chance to go to the door. I was getting ready to go up and knock, and then here they come out the garage, out the side door in the garage. So, therefore, I wished her a happy birthday. And then I talked to Daniel about, doing the Tim Duncan Can I Recreate 2022 finale. He said he doesn't know what he's doing yet after school work tomorrow, so he's going to wait and find out. Hopefully, we don't get a fucking delay tomorrow like we did today. And down the road when we do these Tim Duncan episodes, we'll be at ViaQuest. We don't have to worry about this hunk of junk that the Steps of Doom route has to deal with on a daily basis. Even when I'm not there anymore, they're gonna have to deal with it on a daily basis, but at least they won't be sucking me into the middle of it anymore. That's for damn sure. And Michaela, it is quiet out here. Well, how did Buzz Lightyear say it in the episode Nose Furry 2? It is quiet in here. And I don't remember what he said in the middle. But and the third line, he said, space quiet. I don't fucking remember. It's been fucking eons and decades and years since I watched Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. But not only is it quiet around here and hasn't been as active yet, keyword yet, but I know there's plenty of Caitlin La Vida Lab Rats clips all over the interwebs from the Fool episodes, but with, Disney Enterprises and shit getting and panties on it a lot, and, stripping the videos off YouTube, and, sometimes some of the channels that are uploading, I'm getting terminated and shit. It's like, these greedy companies that we call the copyright bastards, they make it more complicated than it should be for us content creators that make this kind of stuff for our favorite people from our favorite shows. And it's a crime that, there were so many Caitlin clips out there because she was one of the most exciting characters on the show, yet I could only find 3 of them that were actually good. Because if the full episodes were still up, then I probably would have had thrown more in there. But hey, like the old saying goes, we've been saying this a lot lately. You can't always get what you want. It's like everything we've been saying a lot lately that other people usually say. This is why we can't have nice things like we want. I mean, this is why we can't have nice things, but the like we want part is said by nobody but us. But I mean, 3 Caitlyn clips is better than none. I was lucky to find as many Brie clips as I did for her birthday tribute and for the Spurs Cavs game when we did part 3 of her birthday miracle for what was her Todd Bodine 26th birthday. If you want to go look at that, link is in the description. From many, many months ago. That was a long, long time ago when we were in the middle of season 1 of Winter Wonderland. Actually, I don't think we were in the middle of it at all. We were like towards the tail end of it, but oh, Doug's over there. Yeah. Someone's coming. I think it might be Destruction Girl. Yep. Good call. Good call. Okay. So my sister went out to dinner with my niece and her old Bath and Body Works co-workers and whatnot. That's why she's not here, right? Oh, hey, Doug. So yeah, that's where she went. Even though at first I thought they were going later than that, but they went earlier than I thought. Yeah, I was getting a little distracted by, Douglas, the Robert Yates man. That's the newest nickname alert. The guy who lives in between Big Willie Style and Fireball Man, Doug, is now the Robert Yates man because he has a friend I think a best friend, if not close friend, that has a truck with the old Robert Yates Racing Winston Cup logo on it from the days when Dale Jarrett and Ricky Rudd were there in the 88 and the 28. So, yeah, I figured it would be appropriate to give him that nickname. So I was distracted by, seeing the Robert Yates man and Destruction Girl all in the sight. So, yeah. But yeah, I agree. These like, these companies that get their pennies in a water over copyright make it more difficult than it should be for us content creators when we make stuff like this. And here's a little bit of a promotion I would like to give out in the middle of a birthday tribute for an actor from a show. All right, for those of you who don't know, fellow YouTuber Liam Rogerson's dad, Justin, aka the Jerry Springer man, Supersonic 113's dad, has a little business with his brother, Jerry Springer man Jr., Nick Rogerson, and their close friend, if not best friend, Joel Trimmer, and for a Christmas lights installation called the Christmas Brothers. The number in the website is right there. So if you want to have your, have your own personal homemade lights installed for the holiday season, give them a call at this number or go to the website www.thechristmasbrothers.com and be sure to subscribe to Justin and Joel because Joel has had his channel for a long time, but this is why I made Justin boot up a YouTube channel of his own so he can keep up with Liam, Rich's wife, Richard Dawson, Lady Katie, me, or any other mutual friend we share in this neighborhood. I told them to get some Christmas Brothers content up there, he and Joel, because if they did when the season does eventually get here, I'd watch every single one because I always try to keep up my real life friends on YouTube as long as they're consistent with the upload, if they even upload at all. So therefore, be sure to subscribe to Justin and Joel's channel to see some possible future Christmas Brothers content. Links in the description. And be sure to, let me see here, is this, okay. Go call them at this number and go log on to their website. It's going to be a banger Christmas 2022 and a banger 2022-2023 season, better than last year. And don't forget to subscribe to Liam's channel too, Supersonic Fan 113. Link is in the description. Now, back to Michaela Carrozzo's Ricky Rudd 28th birthday tribute. So I hope, Justin and Joel, as far as YouTube standards go, they do appreciate and like it. When they see it, I might, strip that whole clip out of this vlog and, out of this whole video and make it a video of its own to help them out. So, therefore, and I forgot to mention this in the video, but this, it's not going to be seen in the standalone clip, unfortunately, because I forgot to say it because I wasn't thinking about it. Liam is also known as Explosion Boy. And tomorrow on his YouTube channel, sometime before or after Tim Duncan Canada recreates 2022 finale, we're gonna do a new series. I'm gonna help him, help him build on his channel. Story time with Liam. How hearing the nickname Explosion Boy. But in order for us to do the video properly and perfectly, not only him and I have to be there to help him. But of course he has to do it on his phone because it's his channel, it's his story, it's his nickname. And two, his mom's got to be there because she was the one that was with me during that whole incident. And speaking of the Explosion Boy incident over here in turn 3 at Cutie Pies, this is exactly where it happened. This is exactly where it happened. Exactly where it happened, because I came out really, really late that night, August 23rd, 2019. It was usually around the time that I would usually park the bus when I was normally outside for a long time. And then here she comes up my street asking me, go knock on everybody's door to see if you seen Liam around. So I went to Sexy Mama and Ninja Fighter's door. No, they didn't have him. I was going around every single door I could possibly get, whoever was available, and they didn't have them until I got over there to Farrago's in turn 3, and he was running around with them, and Richard Dawson lady and I tried to get him to come, but it took us like an hour for us to get him out, and eventually they did get him home, and then I finally went home to get ready to go be spend time with my dad that whole weekend at Cedar Point and blah blah blah. And I had to write on Justin's Raw. You surely missed some craziness in the neighborhood. Luckily for me, since he knew about it even before I wrote the note and before he got home, he replied to me in the comments thread of that wall writing. Oh, Mark, I heard about it. I don't ever miss a beat, even when I'm not home. So the Jerry Springer man is watching. The Jerry Springer man is listening. So do not fuck around and mess with the cow, because you're gonna get the udders. Jerry, 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 ding, 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 ding. And that Jerry Springer line I made up like Jamie McMurray is based off the classic Rob Riggle catchphrase in the Victorious episode, The Breakfast Bunch. Mess with the cow, you get the udders. That's why I say it like that in a situation like that in real life, instead of the regular bull in the horn that can go eat a dick, because that cow in the udder is way better because of the GOAT, Robert Allen Riggle Jr. I don't really post much about him anymore, unfortunately, because my attention for fanboying over male actors went from him to David A. Arnold, and I don't think I'm stopping with David A. Arnold anytime soon, because he's coming back to Cleveland for multiple collaboration with multiple people that I'm hoping to get my mom and or my dad to see. I think it would be perfect to see my dad take me, since it's his birthday, but since it's also his birthday, I think we should also let him decide if he wants to do that or not, and let him decide to go wherever he wants and celebrate however he wants. So we'll just have to wait and see if he's willing to do it, even though he's not too very fond of him like me, or if my mom has the day off, and we're lucky in case my dad decides against it. But Fireball Man's home. Let's go check it out like Kevin LePage and see if the queens of tearing shit up are there. Well, unfortunately, it looks like they're fucking busy, so we're gonna have to try them again later. So where to next? And as for Justin and Joel and Nick's Christmas Brothers promotion, oh shit. Okay, I don't know who that is, but as for the Justin, Joel, and Nick's Christmas Brothers promotion, you're not going to see this in the whole vlog, but you're going to see it in the standalone video. I did manage to throw in a little something about Liam's Explosion Boy nickname that you're only going to see in the standalone video. So I do mention in this video for Michaela Carrozzo that I wasn't able to film a clip, but I was later to make one so I could edit it in. So just wanted to warn you like Ward Burton, because this is going up first, and then the Christmas Brothers promo. So just be on the lookout for 2 important videos tonight, and then another important one tomorrow and the next 2 days after that. All right, I just checked out the weather radar like Kevin LePage. Is like less than an hour, 5 hour away from now. Maybe if 5 minutes lesser, there's going to be a 40% chance of a thunderstorm. So 40%, if 30 to 40% And usually means it may or may not happen. 50% means there's a 50% chance it will, 50% chance it won't. So it's like the weather is so unpredictable these days that you can only rely on modern technology and not the TV anymore, meteorologists like you used to when I was a child, because nowadays meteorologists don't tell the fucking truth. It's like they say, for example, like, you know, they say it's going to rain all day on, you know, on a day you have plans to hang out with someone and play outside, and then all of a sudden that day comes and it never fucking rains. So it's like, come on. It's like meteorologists don't know what the fuck they're talking about anymore these days compared to back when I was little. Or even the opposite. They say, I mean, this is the only practice from back in the day that match what it is today. They say it's not going to rain on your wedding day, and you get to your wedding day and it fucking rains. So it's like, what else do you want us to do? What fucking do to prepare for if you're telling us the correct weather conditions or not? You know, we can maybe trust you. We trusted you big time when I was littler. As I got older, we started trusting you less and less because you started sucking ass at your jobs, as in like telling us what the weather was going to be like for the foreseeable future, and you just lie to us every time. It's like they said it was going to rain all day today on the TV, and guess what? Not a single drop of rain, at least not for now. I mean, 7 o'clock, but that's going to be it. That's not all day. That's just for an hour. It's not like it's going to matter anyway, because usually that's like over an hour before we have to park the bus at the end of the night. You know, usually our time to come in with, you know, summer coming to a close. You know, no more sunsets after 8:30. That's how you know Season Fun in the Sun is coming to an end, when the sunsets after 8:30 come to a crashing halt before September has a chance to get here with the adventures in autumn. Now it says 50% chance of rain at 6. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, can this dumbass bitch we call Mother Nature make up her goddamn mind? Oh, and I just remembered too, we're bitching and like what's the word? Rambling and moaning, ranting and raving and rambling about the weather and the stupid ass meteorologist. Well, I just remembered we still have to give Miranda her proper, you know, send off before she goes to college. Everybody's gotten the proper send off on or off camera, but we haven't gotten to Miranda's yet. And she leaves on Friday, the night of the Winn-Dixie Firecracker 250. So we're gonna make sure we get her farewell in before that race. But don't we got real life Need for Speed going on? Oh yeah, maybe if she's here today, we'll say it. We'll do it today. Either today or tomorrow is gonna have to work, because tomorrow, other tthan Tim Duncan, can I recreate? We have nothing else going on. So today or tomorrow has to be the one, because Wednesday and Thursday we're gonna be busy with the Need for Speed stuff, so we won't have enough time. I already got the Shake Your Bonbon TikTok saved. That was Fireball Man's idea. I know she's probably not going to want to do it, but we have to talk her into doing it somehow, some way. Just so we can, like, let her know, hey, I've had this waiting for you since your dad pitched the idea. We want to just get it over with. Not like to make me happy, but also get it out of my draft so it doesn't keep rotting in there. So, well, I'll just have to wait and see what happens throughout the week. Oh dear, 60% chance I'm up to now at 6 o'clock. Look at the fucking dark ass clouds in the sky. Look at this. Look at this. Check it out like Kevin LePage. So the meteorologist might be right, but also wrong at the same time until they hit the 50. They were right when they said it was going to rain today, but they were wrong by saying the way it was going to rain, by saying all day. Well, it's only going to get evening rain. I swear, man. This Michaela Carrozzo birthday tribute, you know, considering it's her first birthday tribute we've given her on this channel, looks like this shit's gonna be a fucking bust if Mother Nature doesn't, you know, cut her shit before it gets here. And now that it just keeps changing every 5 fucking seconds. Like, now it wants to go from, now it's going, now it says, you know, 6 and 7 p.m. we're gonna get a 60% chance of a storm. Like, I can't believe this shit. So it's a possibility we might get our proper finale with Miranda. Debbie told me, you know, as we're walking away, that she's going to find out whether or not she's going to be here tomorrow. Because we're going to be wearing a black Tim Duncan. So therefore, it's going to be our last Tim Duncan Can I Recreate episode for 2022. Because in order to do these episodes, we need to do it on like an outdoor street ball, not indoor basketball. because most of my friends, me and most of my friends are not tall enough to like go up and jump and dunk on a regular size hoop in a gymnasium, like, because we're not NBA height. That's the thing. We're not like 6'3", 6'4" and above, which is 7'7" to 6'11", 7 foot 7'1", like Duncan, Robinson, Shaq, Yao, blah blah blah, even Boban, to the point where we're definitely not Boban's height. That's Yao Ming. We're definitely not Boban or Yao's height, to the point where we don't even have to jump to touch it. We just can stand there and grab it and just throw it down like Johnny Benson, not like no other, without having to jump. Man, the dogs are out for blood today. And usually that's supposed to happen when the neighborhood's bumping, but it looks, of course they're only going to be out for blood when the neighborhood's fucking dead. Of course it is. So, yeah. I heard Demon Dobie barking. There was another one back there. I couldn't figure out whose dog that was, as a matter of fact. Man, they're really out for blood today. They really, really are. So, I wonder if we'll get at least one birthday wish in before the rains come. Now it says it's not gonna fucking rain anymore. It's like, hopefully that's Mother Nature's final verdict, because I want a full night in this neighborhood and full on birthday tribute for this Michaela Carrozzo, aka Caitlin, for her Ricky Rudd 20th birthday. And if that's the final verdict Mother Nature's gonna confirm to us, then hallelujah, bitches. Okay, now it says 6 o'clock, which is exactly Ryan Newman 12 minutes away. Now it's gonna be 50%. Oh my God, Mother Nature, make up your fucking mind, bitch. But look at the window. Look at the window of opportunity that's opening up. So there's a light at the end of the tunnel of dark clouds right here in the center. Well, not in the center, but you know what I fucking mean. It's like right off coming off turn 4 under the front stretch. There's a little bit of a window where it's clear sky. So you never know. It may or may not happen. We'll just have to wait and fucking see. But I'm getting too distracted with the fucking weather and the fucking sky. So we're gonna have to start finding some people to hang out with, do stuff with, or wish Michaela a happy Ricky Rudd 28th birthday. So please stand by. Your mics are hot. Got myself a nice cold Sprite out of my, excuse me, out of the fridge of one of my very best friends, Maya Halliburton, who's surprisingly came back just to to watch Mason's football season opener, which they was close from from neck and neck most of the way, and then towards the end they pulled away to a semi-huge lead, fought the good fight, and they won. So proud sister moment for her, I betcha, and proud neighbor moment for me, I guess, even though I only go to Ranger games, even though I have been invited to go to Panther games in the past. So maybe this year will be the year I'll get to go, watch Mason and Justice, tear some shit up like Texas Terry Labonte and throw it down like Johnny Benson. So we'll just have to wait and see if we get an invite. And first we got to see if we grow interest. And if we do, we got to see if our schedule opens up for us to follow through on that interest we grow. If we end up growing it. And I know Justice's dad a year ago invited me to one of his games, but it's either A, I wasn't interested, or B, even if I was, I badly had other commitments I was already committed to. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens this year, because every year it's different. So you just never know with people's schedules, including your own. Okay, so remember that Christmas Brothers promo I did earlier that's just going to be uploaded as a standalone video after this goes up? How we promoted Explosion Boys channel, Supersonic Fan 113? Well, there he is right here.
Hi.
Yeah, let's go subscribe to him. Link is in the description.
Go get your merch.
So tomorrow we will be doing a new series on his channel called Story Time with Liam, and how he earned his Explosion Boy nickname 3 years ago tomorrow. And his mom Katie's going to have to be there too, because her and I had a front row seat for all of it, while their dad / husband Justin, Jerry Springer Man, who's like behind this Christmas Brothers stuff, was at work. So yeah, I'm gonna have a busy day in the neighborhood tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm gonna be doing my Tim Duncan Can I Recreate. I'll probably do it before or after you. Yep. Actually, I'm gonna do my Duncan stuff before you, and then after my Duncan stuff I'll do you. What time are you gonna be home tomorrow? What time are you gonna be available tomorrow? Because
11 o'clock, 11 or 10, because I have to go to my grandma's at 12.
I'll be at work, so it's gonna have to be like around 3 o'clock, any time past 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
past 3 o'clock. Luckily, the weather's gonna, like I said, it cleaned up except out a day earlier today, but it's gonna fully clean it up some more tomorrow. So yeah, we're recording a birthday tribute for Michaela Carrozzo for her Ricky Rudd 28th birthday. The girl who played Caitlin in Lab Rats. I think this is probably gonna be the only birthday wishes we're gonna get in today.
Happy birthday.
She doesn't really use you. She has a YouTube channel just for like her acting stuff, actors class stuff. I don't know what it's about. And she doesn't really use Instagram much anymore. She hasn't used Twitter in forever. I don't know if she has TikTok or not. I'm not sure if I'm tagging the right Michaela Carrozzo, because the only accurate spelling I can find on TikTok with that same name. And I think she deactivated her personal Facebook. So I think TikTok's gonna be the only place she sees it, and she recognized me from the Lab Rats fandom. So it's a Ricky Rudd 28 today. First time she's gotten a birthday tribute on the channel.
By the way, if you're watching this, go get your merchandise from Supersonic Fan 103. It's coming out maybe this Wednesday.
This Wednesday, but if not, the second in command is going to be a year, like he said.
A year or something, because we're gonna have when these are sold out, they're sold out.
Yep.
And I have more shirts. I'm gonna go get them to show you.
Okay. So you know the old saying, you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yep. Are you guys ready?
Michaela, everybody, you ready? Let's roll it.
Let's roll it.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Is the Supersonic Fan 113 shirt. There are different sizes.
This kid's gonna take the world by storm one day when he gets older.
This is my signature Supersonic Fan 113, and you can get. Well, we have different sizes.
Uh huh.
And there's a shirt that I'm wearing of my merch, and there's one more shirt. It's dirty. It might be.
He might have to put it in the wash as long as the lettering and the signatures don't wash away.
Yeah, this is permanent. So.
Okay, good. Hopefully it's permanent enough.
Supersonic Fan 113. Go get your merch in those different sizes. It's like Mark size.
Get out of here, bug.
Mark size to
The bees and bugs have been out for blood tonight.
Yep.
And also, so go follow Liam on TikTok. Link is in the description at LiamR626.
All right, guys. Well, guys, we are going to drop.
That's Gasket Blowing Girl, his sister in the background, who doesn't have a YouTube channel, even though she does want one. You can't see her in the back.
I'm right here.
She's right back there.
And yeah. So.
Christmas Brothers.
I don't care. It's double promotion. Go let Liam. Let her.
My mom and dad and my uncle Nick and my Uncle Joel.
Joel. Yes, say uncle. Yeah.
And they put out Christmas like so when you guys want them on, you can just go to them and then they'll maybe put it up.
This I will put in my standalone video. Okay, the Christmas Brothers.
All right, guys. Supersonic Fan just dropped some plushies. Yes. So Mark is going to have a plushie in my channel, which is not going to come out until a month or so. And my plushie is not going to come out until a month. Same as her. So guys, we're going to have plush.
Cut. Take two.
Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Guys, we are going to throw Mark's plushie. We don't know if it's going to be my YouTube channel.
And I don't know if I'm gonna release any or not, because there's gonna be more details in the next clip.
Yeah, and then my plushie is going to come out in a month, so you guys should go get that. If you want to buy both of us, it would cost $35. If you wanted to buy us separate, it would cost $15. So guys, go get your merch. Peace.
All right, so as for the plushies, you know, when it comes to our likenesses, Liam's will have, okay, sorry about that. Liam's will have everything on it. Me, not so much. You know, you'll probably, I decide to release plushies of my likeness, it probably will be my Tim Duncan outfit of Fiesta, white and black, but it most likely won't have the Frost logo on Fiesta or any of the Spurs or Duncan logos because of, you know, licensing reasons with the NBA and the Spurs themselves, you know, not being able to get the rights, which is why we're not going to make any NASCAR plushies of me wearing my, Dillon Brothers hats. We probably won't get the rights to the 3, RCR, the 42, or whatever Ty drives, next year and beyond when he leaves the Petties, if he even finds another full-time ride, considering he's running out of options outside of RCR. it would be impossible because if you try to make a plushie of me with my NASCAR merchandise and trying to, like, you know, not violate the rights to the licenses of NASCAR, it's okay. That's Mila, you know, saying she's gonna, you know, her Richard Dawson lady who's walking past things, so she's gonna think about letting her have a channel. But anyway, so it would be impossible to make my likeness with, you know, censoring the NASCAR stuff, because we'd have to put like my black tie or Austin shirts, and, you know, we'd be allowed to be, if anything, we'd probably be able to use the numbers on the car, but not like the sponsors or whatnot, or the numbers like on the shirt. So therefore, there's no point in making NASCAR merchandise. We could make a censored, you know, marked all with the censored Spurs and Duncan and Frost logos, but not with the censored Dillon Brothers stuff, or hell, not even censored Gregson, Hemrick, or whoever else's merchandise of any other drivers I buy, like, you know, that I don't own yet, such as Nemechek, Herbst, what's his name? Zane Smith, Deegan, you know, all that jazz.
So guys, Mark's gonna have a plushie of him, but
if I decide to,
yeah.
If I do, it won't have the Spurs logos or any of the Spurs sponsors on the top right, or Duncan's name on the back, because of, you know, licensing reasons with the NBA as a whole and the Spurs alone.
Yeah. So guys, we're going to think about Mark, but me definitely we're gonna have a plushie.
Hey, Liam just confirmed. We're gonna have plushies of him, but we gotta figure out one way or another how we're gonna do it.
So I'm gonna give one of my plushies to Mark, and then if Mark decides if he wants to have plushies of him.
The NASCAR ones is gonna be impossible, so that's a scratch. Censored Spurs, I'm gonna think about it.
Yeah, think about plushies of him, but for me, affirmative, the plushies are gonna be a little bit small.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like about this big, like they're gonna be pretty small.
And the bugs are out for blood tonight. The only way you can get like anything of in my likeness without censoring anything is like cardboard cutouts of me. The NBA or, you know, RCR or whoever the Dillons and any of my other drivers are driving for won't care if you use their logos on cutouts, but they won't allow you to use it on plushies.
So yeah, guys,
like all things Jared said, they're pretty soon, if I get famous enough, everybody's gonna make cardboard cutouts of me.
if you're gonna have stickers of Supersonic and Mark if he wants to. Same thing.
Yeah, maybe you know, the Spur, and maybe just the Spur, but not the whole word, or a 3 for Austin and Earnhardt, since Earnhardt was my first, or a 45 in the font, not the Kurt Busch 45, but the Adam and Kyle Petty 45, since Kyle Petty was my favorite. Or the 42, but not Montoya's 42, because that was a long time ago when I was a teenager, but Ty Dillon and then now Noah Gregson's 42. It's the same thing when Gregson drives that car next year. The Petty is, and, you know, Gregson won't allow us to use their likeness on the plushies. Maybe on the cutouts of me, they might, but on the plushies, no.
Yeah.
Which is why we're not going to make NASCAR mark plushies.
If Mark would have had a plushie, it would be the same size as mine. So
Yeah.
Or we're thinking about selling plushie keychains, or
just keychains in general.
So we're gonna decide if we're gonna have plushie keychains, or just regular keychains of him and me.
Yeah. Oh my God, the bugs are out for blood, so we better stop this recording. So thanks for, you know, listening to us promote this. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming of celebrating Michaela Carrozzo's Ricky Rudd 28th birthday.
Later that night.
What was that, barbecue man?
Uncle Mark for the past day.
Yes, and she's actually here this week. Have you seen her yet? It's going to happen. It's only a matter of time. And even though she's here, I'm actually still going to do the real life Need for Speed stuff this week, which is probably going to be Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, it's going to be lap knockout, where we're going to lap knockout, go in the regular direction, and then the episode 1, the lap knockout episode 2, go in the same direction but in reverse.
I'm trying to get out of Mark's video.
No, you don't. I mean, you were pretty damn good in it. And barbecue man's in the back walking Sasha. Why are you always so camera shy, peanut butter lady? I don't not understand that. Well, you got a little bit of it, and plus, there's a lot of people that love to see all the friends I make. And there's people that say on my Twitter that the nicknames that come up with the neighbors like crack them up.
Did you hold your knee?
Not yet. I haven't, because she's not given me a reason to as of yet. Because she's not really not going to be at the house much because she's doing stuff with random shitload of people.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
How was poker night?
Saturday. Well, we do this once a month on the third Saturday of every month. It lasted a little longer than the first time, but my dad got eliminated right before the break. So that's when it was break time, we left. Usually we stayed way later than that, depending on how far he goes. So episode 5 is going to be the 17th. And so instead of watching the Sharpie 500 at Bristol, we're actually going to watch, we're going to go play some poker. And then September 3rd, I'm going to a birthday party. I'm going, one of my best of friends, Maddie Hudak's holding it again, like she did last year. So that's when I'm going to start the Adventures in Autumn stuff, where September, Michael Vick. I don't know this song. I don't either.
It's Macy.
Oh, who?
Isn't that Macy?
Who's the owner?
I forget her name.
Is that Melania's mom or something?
Wait, they look right there.
Oh, no, it's Kelsey. It's Tara, duh. Let's check it out like Kevin LePage. All right, Macy. Just like the name, that was also the name of Michael Waltrip's daughter, who I met at MIS. Do they get along?
He's a really sweet puppy.
Hey, Macy.
We got him a DNA test, and he's like 40% pit bull, so we like him. Yeah.
Trying to see if they get along. Oh, nope. It was good for like maybe 5 seconds. That was it.
But Macy gets scared of her.
I don't know why. Why are you running around all over the goddamn place?
Right?
I mean, Explosion Boy was getting ready to go in anyways. That's why I decided, I haven't walked with you guys in a while, so I thought, you know what, might as well walk with barbecue and peanut butter, the combination that we didn't think we needed.
I don't know if barbecue and peanut butter is a great, tasting combination.
It's not. I would just only put it on display for shits and giggles.
It sounds great. Hey, good evening. It sounds great, but theoretically, I don't think it tastes that good.
It wouldn't. No, I'd be vomiting. Then I'd get sick like a dog if I ate them both combined.
Well, you could wash it down with an ice cold Coke and it might taste
I think it will taste worse.
I don't know. Maybe you should get that on your Marco's pizza next time.
You mean Domino's? The company that I love but my father hates.
Your father hates, but when you get it here, I see Marco's.
No, I don't get it. Louis and Virginia do.
Oh, okay.
I used to get Papa John's in my early days here, but then I changed it up because I hadn't had Domino's since I was a kid. And then on Michigan, and we lived on Lenore, it was Pizza Hut.
Oh, what, Livernois?
Lenore.
Lenore.
That was the name of my childhood neighborhood, as plenty of people on TikTok say, the house that Mark built. Same with Sandhurst. Sandhurst and Brook Park was the house that Mark built, as people would say. It's their words, not mine.
Is that right?
Yep, the house. Why are you backing up?
1 hour later.
And just like that, one park of the bus and showered later, it's back home in the bedroom. So we're all showered up, clean shaven and ready to relax for the night. So that'll conclude this little birthday tribute for Michaela Carrozzo for her Ricky Rudd 28th birthday. First time I've done a birthday tribute for her on the channel after all these years of being her fan, from Livin, La Vida Lab Rats as Caitlin. So therefore, I know she doesn't have a personal Facebook anymore, as she hasn't used Twitter in years and doesn't use Instagram much anymore. The only place she's probably gonna see this, if this is even the right person with the correct spelling, is TikTok. So if it's the correct spelling, and I'm pretty sure that's her, even though her married name is not in there, even if it is, if that's even her. But I'm gonna know once I post it and tag her. So therefore, and I hope you enjoyed that little collab we did with a Supersonic Fan 113, aka Explosion Boy. And stay tuned tomorrow when we do Tim Duncan, the 2022 finale of Tim Duncan Canada Recreate on my channel with Daniel across the street, and some story time with, Supersonic Fan 113 and how he earned his nickname Explosion Boy 3 years ago tomorrow. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Life will give you a lot of lows, but when you hit a high, enjoy it. It ain't for the weak. Goddamn. Pace yourself. Be you. You have to try harder to do less. You can't deport a dream. Sometimes the worst things in life lead to the best things. Always bet on the side of love. You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Sometimes you just got to be present. You never fail until you stop trying. It never pays to worry too much about things. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. It's never too late to turn the day around. Another day on time, another day to shine. Take care, everyone. Good night. Now, the next batch of videos is going to be stacked like Kenny Wallets for the rest of the week. We got besides the Duncan stuff tomorrow on my channel, the story time with Supersonic Fan 113 on his, tomorrow. We have the real life Need for Speed on Bikes for episode 1 and 2 on Wednesday and Thursday, along with the photo shoot tomorrow after me and Daniel get done with our Duncan video. And before Liam and I do. This is going to be the last time I'm saying his name on the channel as a request for his dad, Justin, the Jerry Springer man. So, therefore, we're going to do story time on how he earned his Explosion Boy nickname tomorrow, which will be 3 years since he earned it. And then Friday, I most likely will not be going to, with my sister to spend time with the Oliveras, led by my dad and Isabel, because, with with my dad's 2 dogs and all those people, plus the baby, it's just going to be too fucking much, so it's not worth the risk. I'm going to stay here and live stream the Winn-Dixie Firecracker 250 just for all of you and give my post-race reaction to that. And, depending on how the weather plays, in Daytona. Luckily, it cleaned up its act here for at least for now until Monday when I start my Via Quest. So, Saturday or Sunday, it depends. Saturday, if I don't go to DT Tishes and I go in and I don't go to the fair, Firecracker 400 live stream it is, unless the weather plays a factor. If we don't go to TT Tishes and I don't watch the Firecracker 400 on Saturday night, then Lorain County Fair Adventures episode 3 with a slightly different intro just for this year. For episode 4, potentially 5 in 2023 next August, it'll go back to the regular intro when we have a properly working computer. But if we happen, not go to the fair, not go to DT Tishes for my mom's birthday, and not go to the fair, not go to, and it doesn't rain, and if it actually rains at Daytona, it does. We have to see the weather radar at Daytona, but the plan is, if, we don't go to the fair Saturday and not DT Tishes either, Firecracker 400 live stream. If we go to DT Tishes and not watch the race on Saturday, then if we don't go to DT Tishes, not watch the race, and it's the Lorain County Fair Adventures episode, I think it is episode 3. But this is confusing, I know. If we, don't go to the But apparently, if we go to DT Tishes, but also not watch the race, then we'll do the Lorain County Fair Adventures episode 3 on Sunday. So it just depends on what my dad wants to do, and how I feel, and the weather in Daytona. So we're gonna figure it all out one by one. But anyway, let's just get the fuck out of here for tonight. So I will see you all for that next batch of videos. And once again, happy Ricky Rudd 28th birthday to Michaela Carrozzo Pistilli, aka Caitlin from Livin, La Vida Labyrinth. See you later, everyone.